And welcome back to Lantern Corps videos. Today's Lantern Corps video comes to us from Wanker, aka Masturbate. The name, it's YouTube. There's quite frankly little to no restrictions on what you can name yourself, so that is the name we have today, folks. They asked the question, what is Jim Gordon's Lantern Corps? And I'm going to be straight out honest with you right now, or straight up honest with you right now. I went through every Lantern Corps and Jim Gordon. And I'll be honest with you. There's only one Lantern Corps that honestly fit. Because let's be clear, Jim Gordon, let's just go down the list. Let's go from down here to all the way there. Gold Lanterns, Lanterns of Happiness. He's never been happy his whole life. That's just no. A Lantern Corps of Shame, Ultraviolets. Yeah, he's probably been ashamed of some of the stuff he's done, but he overcomes that ultimately. For you to be an ultraviolet and have shame being a dominant one, you would really have to be ashamed of something you've done. True shame. Or living in a constant state of shame. And that's just not Jim. Sadly, he's not really a White Lantern either. Yeah, he protects people, he tries to do the best he can, but he's not really the embodiment of life in any real given way. And nor is he the embodiment of death. I'm sure Jim Gordon has died a couple times, so I guess on that note you could give him the Black Lantern ring, but again, it's all about continuity and what's happened. Lantern Ring of Hope. That one could in theory work, but because he puts a lot of faith in Batman, which means he has faith. But he's also had to, confront Batman on many things before and many things down the road. So his faith in Batman can waver, as well as the fact that he himself is a bit of a beacon of hope as the commissioner and, a very pronounced figure in Gotham. This is not a man who is motivated by avarice or greed, though. So he's not an Orange Lantern. But nor do I think is he really a Lantern of Compassion. It's not that he lacks it, I just don't think it's a dominant trait. Nor is he completely devoid of it. So I don't think compassion works in his favor. He really only loves his daughter, but I don't think he does what he does out of love for his daughter. Like, his love for his daughter is there. I just don't know if it's the motivating factor behind the very core of his being. And I don't mean it's like, no, I don't mean that in the same sense of like, Thanos. Thanos loves Gamora despite all that. No. He is a father. He loves his daughter. But just because you love someone doesn't mean you are necessarily going to be a Star Sapphire. It needs to be the thing that dominates the very core. You need to be just enraptured, enveloped with love. And that's not necessarily Jim Gordon. So, yeah. Let's see here. Then we have Lantern Corps of Rage Lanterns. That's not Jim. Jim's an angry, sure, and he's gone on, tirades, but that's not Jim. Jim is not motivated by sheer rage or anger. The last two, Fear and Will. Is Commissioner Gordon feared? In the same way that any other really high-profile commissioner of police would probably be feared. Not by the villains of Gotham, oh no, oh nay. But maybe by, standard criminals? Maybe? But it's not like Jim Gordon is Jim Gordon has been the Batman before, so take that for what it's worth. But it just doesn't fit. So that brings us now to the core that I think everyone kind of saw coming with this. But it makes the most sense when you look at the story of Jim Gordon's character. Be it in, the movies. Well, maybe not in the Tim Burton Schumacher movies. But if we're talking about, in the Gary Oldman movies. The Nolan films. We don't really see much of him in the DCEU, but the Nolan films, the animated series, the comics, he'd be a Green Lantern. Now, I don't know what happened during the War of Light when Lantern rings were sent out to other, to people all around. I can't remember how that ultimately ended up playing out. What I can say is I don't recall Jim Gordon ever getting a ring, but I'm going to actually do something right now. Jim Gordon, DC, Lantern Corps. Lantern. Oh, okay, that did come up. Let's see here. A Green Lantern comes. Does Jim Gordon have any powers? No. Okay, so I looked it up to see if it ever happened. He distrusts Green Lantern in Earth 32, but yeah, he doesn't have any ability. Yeah, he's never been a Lantern as far as I can tell. Still, he is. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second there. I saw something that might actually debunk what I just said there. In Dark is not. No, okay, never mind. Yeah, he's as far as I've never had a Lantern ring. So, well, I don't think so. I have a picture of him standing here with in front of a Green Lantern battery. No, as far as I can tell, no. He's never been in possession of a Lantern ring, and that's fine. Oh, not everyone in the War of Light got one. So yeah, but if he were to qualify, I think Will makes the most sense. This is a guy who came up. He was in the military. He faces the villainy of Gotham on a regular basis. So it makes sense that this would be a guy that would, overcoming great fear on a constant daily basis. Also, the risks that, are posed to his daughter a lot of the time. As a father, that's a new level of fear you have to overcome every day. So makes sense to me that he would be a Green Lantern. My choice for Jim Gordon is the boring one, but the one that makes sense, the Green Lantern. But, to be fair, that's my opinion. There is, 11 other Lantern choices, or 10 other Lantern choices here that it could very well be. So let me know in the comments below if you feel it is a different Lantern. It could be. And can you make an argument for any of these? Let me know. Can you make an argument? An argument, my friends, dare they say, for happiness? Let me know. Because it's not death or white that's not a difficult one to do. It's happiness. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Later.